Hi, it's Darren from Digital Photography School. I just had a conversation with a photographer friend that I wish I could have recorded. It was one of those conversations that really got me thinking, and I really enjoyed having. And it revolved around the question, what makes a great photographer stand out from good photographers? What is that difference? And I was chatting to my friend Ian, and he was trying to come up with a succinct answer for it, and he kind of paused in the middle of the conversation. He said, you know what, I think for me it's somewhere between the intersection between two things. It's an intersection between an understanding of technique and understanding things like light and composition and how to use your camera and the settings that you use and some of those technique type things, the technical stuff, I guess, and the ability to capture a moment. Now, Ian's a wedding photographer, and I guess he was responding, thinking about wedding photography, and his reflection was that he sees a lot of photographers which are technically brilliant, who have amazing understanding of their cameras and who love experimenting with different settings, and they go into shoots thinking about light and what flash they'll use and what angle the light will hit and some of that type of thing, but they lack the ability to actually connect with the people they're photographing, and they lack the ability to empathize and to understand the emotion and capture the emotion of a moment and draw out the character of the subjects that they're photographing. And then he says there's other photographers that he knows who are great at that emotional stuff, and they really have a knack for just clicking at the perfect time and capturing a moment, but perhaps don't have some of those technical skills and some of those understandings of cameras and how to actually capture the moment in a technical kind of sense. He kind of said that it was somewhere in the intersection of those things that he saw great photographers. And we were chatting about how a lot of sites like DPS and magazines and teaching courses in photography focus upon that technical ability, which is so important and is so vital. But quite often we don't talk about that emotion and drawing out the character of the people that you're photographing and thinking about the story that you're trying to tell. And perhaps that's something we need to think a little bit more about. We don't want to throw out the technical stuff, but we need to learn to see our subject for who they are and have that connection with them and look at how they're interacting with their environment and others around them to actually tell that story. It just left me wanting to talk more about that subject, so I thought I'd post this and put it out there and see what people have to say about that. Are you a technical photographer, or are you more of a people person who perhaps needs to learn more of the technical stuff? Where do you place yourself in that kind of spectrum, I guess? And I'd be interested to hear what you've got to say. I think there probably are great photographers at both ends, but is the middle there something that you're aiming for? Thought I'd throw this out as a discussion starter. I'd love to hear your comments below this video.